Hello and welcome back, I'm James Rose and this is The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel. We are still in the underground dungeon under the old schoolhouse. Last episode we lost Machias and gained Eusis. Also between episodes I discovered I can do this and play as different characters. I might do this a bit more later. For now, I'm going to stay as Rean, because Rean is the obvious leader of the group. He is the protagonist and main character numero uno. So, obviously, everyone should just follow his lead. I've got a couple more cat things to kill. Motivate, I think, did quite a lot for us last time, so let's do it again.
My turn.
And then let's try rapid thrust. You can actually hit all of them. Gaius might be able to get these two. I'm not sure. Let's try this one.
My turn.
Okay, you couldn't quite finish that off. That's just defense. I don't think we need defense right now. You also can't do that, so you will just attack.
It's my turn.
Now, can you get two of them? Yes.
Right.
These things are nothing to us now. Easy pickings.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
That's the power of a katana going through a flying cat. Okay, which way do we want to go? Looks like left is the correct direction, so we'll go right. Need to make sure we get any loot we can, seeing as I was made to use an item in this dungeon. I might as well make sure I pick up any I can get. Ah, I didn't quite get it.
I will serve as your opponent. Go.
We are starting to run out of EP at this point.
Leave it to me.
So that's something... We're running out of EP, or... Yeah, most characters are struggling a bit with it.
I'll handle this.
Elliot is out completely. I don't want to... Oh, this was really good, wasn't it? And it was an area attack. So, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to use any items to restore EP if I don't have to. They introduce the little resting point right at the start of the dungeon. To be fair, Elliot can also do this. They introduced a resting point at the start of the dungeon, but we haven't actually seen one since then. I guess that means in theory, if somehow you were to get stuck here in the first dungeon, you could always run back and heal. But if you've managed to go through like all of your healing items and have resorted to that, I don't know what game you're playing. Unless, like, I don't know, Nightmare Mode? Could the Nightmare Mode be that hard? Loads of Septif. Still not entirely sure what I do. Do I just use a bit of that every time I use a spell? I'm going to definitely call them spells later on. A art. I guess I probably just use a bit of that each time I use an art, but I haven't really had any issues with actually how many Septif are being used yet. I'm pretty sure we still have plenty of them. Here, buggy, buggy, buggy. No, you're not supposed to see me, bad bug. Okay, that's the way out. Ooh, I nearly got hit from behind then. That wouldn't have been good. You craft.
Keep it up, everyone.
As before, when we fight these bugs, it's good to use a craft there. Oh, actually, because you have a AoE art, I'll use that.
Go.
You are probably best to motivate people.
Leave it to me.
God darn it. Don't move out of the way of my art, please. Oh well, it's still going to hit one of them. And he got some CP up, so... Ooh, that did a lot of damage. He's going to need some, what's it? Oh, I can't remember the tape! The tape from the guy that says that's a lot of damage. Remind me in the comments. If you're watching this and you know who I'm referring to. Let me know in the comments, because I can't remember. It's an advert for like, is it Flex Seal? Or Flex Tape? I think it's that. Gonna need some Flex Tape on that.
What?
I'm glad I put defense up because these bugs are getting a lot of hits in. Shall we try that again, Eustace? Because the bugs are less likely to move away this time. I said too early. He might still be in range, actually.
My turn.
Oh, I didn't know that was AoE.
Go.
Can I get all 4? Yep.
There.
Oh no, there's still 5. I can get 4 of them though. And now Eustace's ability is pointless. Well done, Eustace. I should have maybe not killed those particular bugs.
All right.
But we can probably just finish this off now. There we go. Too easy.
We're unbeatable.
The power of friendship. You cannot defeat us. Yeah, we have loads of Septi. I don't know why. I assume what we have is loads. I don't know for sure. We certainly don't seem like we're going to run out anytime soon, though. There's another chest. Must get the chest. Fight me, cat thing.
My turn.
We can we cut down all 3 cats? Doesn't look like we can cut all 3 cats. Let's get 2 of them. I could motivate. I don't think that's going to be necessary here. I'll just get 2 of the cats. Now you probably want to. Can you use an art now? You can kill that thing. You can one-hit that. Missed. Encountered. Then we one-hit the slug.
My turn.
You can finish off this cat, or not. Eustace, you failed me. Hit both of them. Nice.
My turn.
And then just finish it off.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Oh, there seems to be a treasure chest here.
Very observant, Gaius. Well done. Firstly, though, we need to smash these pots. Because they contain good things. Useful items. Evade one in the chest. Oh, there was an item over here as well. I almost missed that. Oh god, people would have yelled at me if I missed that, wouldn't they? Now, it'd be good if I actually knew what most of these items were. As we go along, obviously, I'll start to... Because they're not just like, health potion +1, health potion +2. Stairway room. Okay, so are we about done? Is this the last area? I guess so. It's giving us a chance to heal, so we might get a little boss. This could be our first proper boss, guys, because we did fight a boss at the end of the opening sequence. However, we were obviously way overpowered for that. Because they hadn't taught us how to play the game.
Hey, are we...
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
Ugh, this was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What was that?
There.
The statue?
What the heck is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Idios, help us. This looks tough. Careful.
Boss fight time. And
My turn.
pretty cool enemy. I'm not sure about that like purple penis coming out the bottom of it. Other than that though, pretty cool. So let's just use that. So it has elemental efficiencies all at 120. It looks like you can use various effects on it. However, if we actually have those available to us right now, I'm not so sure. I think the best thing to do is probably just to buff our party to start with.
It's my turn.
And you want to just use Gale Stinger so that you don't move, because if you move then we wouldn't be able to buff everyone at once.
My turn.
Your Golden Sphere I think does the most damage. That's probably going to move you forward, but I think we can still buff everyone. Now your craft, yeah, that still gets everyone.
Give it up, everyone.
So now we're super buffed. That actually probably did more damage to itself than it did to us. Well done, monster. I think probably using my arts is best.
There.
That did 300 damage. I don't know if that's any better than what we do in general. Is that healing? Damn gargoyle.
Very well.
Where'd Rean go? Where's Rean? He's disappeared. Oh, no, he stood behind it. It's alright. So, yeah, probably that. It's healing. I imagine, are we supposed to, like, lose to it and then somebody comes and helps us? Okay, it didn't like that. No, it's definitely... I think it's healing a bit, but it's only taking damage. I could be wrong. Ow.
Here we go.
Or maybe we're healing. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Now, I could do with moving you. If I use this again, you will move back to where you were before, I think. And now, in a couple turns, I can... Yeah, I can probably... It's 2 turns till it wears off. So I can use his skill twice more, and he'll end up back in the position he's currently in when we want to use the buff again.
Alright.
I don't know where that's targeted, but it's probably targeted at Gaius here. So we probably want to move Gaius. We can do that just by attacking it. Okay, no we can't. It's actually still a bit too close.
I'll handle this.
That could blind, that's just an attack. This can impede, so this is pretty good. Down to half health. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it was us that was healing, so that was my bad. I don't want to use your craft. What does your normal attack do damage-wise? Almost the same.
Alright.
What about you? Yeah, it's about the same as well.
Right.
You, at this point, just reapply the buff to everyone, because the defensive buff is more important than the offensive one. It's evolved! It's a Pokemon!
I'll handle this.
Of course you will. Okay, so it's actually weak against water and wind compared to other things now. I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine. So if it's weak to... Okay, you don't have water or wind. Let's just use Motivate.
I'll handle this.
And you do a little bit more damage with that, but you also have Airstrike, so let's see how much damage that does.
Take this.
That was pathetic.
My turn.
So we won't be doing that again. Let's try your Golden Sphere. How much damage does that do? You use Aqua Bleed. Okay, that was a bit pathetic.
My turn.
I think we should probably just go back to using crafts and physical attacks.
It's my turn.
But I think we've got this without too much effort, really. It can't seem to actually do anything about us healing ourselves, so...
My turn. There.
Now what's it gonna do? Wall. Oh, it moved us all about. That's kind of annoying.
Leave it to me.
This is almost dead at this point, though. I want to try and get everyone back together. If I use normal attacks, that'll move everyone back towards it. Because our buffs are about to wear off.
My turn.
You're fine where you are. Use Rapid Thrust.
My turn. All right.
And... Did I miss? Please tell me I didn't miss. No, I didn't. Okay. Now, reapply. We don't really need to buff ourselves again at this point. We've almost beat it. But just to be safe.
Go.
Oh, you have automatic crit this turn, actually. So, you might be able to finish it off. Yeah, you should finish it. Boom.
We'll cut our own path.
Yeah, first boss down. Whoop whoop. And we're all level 6 now. We're all as good as Eustace now.
Great.
Get some more stat boosts. Ooh, baby lullaby. Lulls foes to sleep with soothing sounding bubbles. 30% chance in an area medium size. That sounds pretty good.
Nice.
Now it's an extra thing for Elliot to use CP on, because he only have the defensive buff at the moment, and defensive healing's good, but it's not always relevant.
Well, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out. That's one hell of a second wind.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another. Guess I have no choice.
Stand back! Yes! Hey!
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least.
I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed, it's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
And with this many of us, we can just find an opening?
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
You?
Releasing limiter. Take this! Break shot! An opening!
Go!
Eat that! Now!
This one's mine! Ah!
It's...
We did it!
I think that's the end of it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys. Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle orbment, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather...
Idealistic. Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know, and that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student, too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kind of feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me join too.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you. I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alborea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alborea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do. I'm in, come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Well, seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
Okay, so there we go. We finished the prologue after 5 episodes. Is it? I'm not sure if we're on 4 or 5. But yeah, so the intro cinematic makes a little bit more sense now. But I am going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this intro to The Legend of Heroes Trials of Cold Steel. Starting next episode, we'll be going into the rest of the game. And I can see this will certainly be a long one, but it looks really good. I'm really looking forward to playing the rest of this game. The characters seem pretty interesting. The general story and the world building so far looks pretty good. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I hope you've enjoyed up until now, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. I've been James Rose. Have a very nice day. Until then, bye-bye.